Hello everyone, Spudinator5 here, and I'm back from the dead. And before I continue talking, I would just like to put out a reminder that you could press the little like button, and maybe even that fancy red subscribe button, if you enjoy my content and want to see more from me before I go and disappear again. Not that I will, but, you know, take the opportunity now. So the question on most people's minds is probably, where have I been for the last 2 years? The simple answer is nowhere. The longer and more lengthy answer is also nowhere. Seriously though, I haven't been anywhere off doing anything really. The last time I uploaded a video was partway through my GCSE exams, which I passed, all of them. I got 2 A stars, 4 A's, 3 B's and 1 C. Then I went off and did 2 years at college to sit my A-level exams, which I finished about a month ago, and I'll be getting the results for those in around a month's time, in middle of August. Then I'm going on to do a diploma next year, and that will be spanning from September this year until May 2020. And after that, I don't know what I'll be doing with my life. Probably working. I'm currently in between jobs, as I decided to quit my previous job so that I could spend this summer doing a little bit of travelling. Only a small amount, but I've recently returned from a family holiday, and I'm going backpacking around Northern Europe with some friends from college in about, for about 2 weeks. In about 3, 4, possibly 5 weeks time, something like that. Anyway, we'll be starting off with Norway, then we'll be hitting Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, and finally France, before then popping back onto the popping onto the Eurostar, back to good old England, good old miserable England, my home country. So that's a little bit about where I've been and where I will be. I don't like to share too many details of my personal life, so I will leave it there. I don't know if you can hear, but there is currently an obnoxious owl hooting away outside my window, and it's a little bit frustrating. Nonetheless, I must continue. The show must go on, as Freddie Mercury once said. So another question on a lot of people's minds is probably, why did you stop making content 2 years ago? To answer that, I don't remember why. I think looking back that YouTube began to feel more like a chore rather than a hobby. And it was the same with Minecraft really. I just naturally drifted away from the game. It wasn't something that could have been helped, it just happened. But about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was sitting my A-levels and I needed excuses or an excuse, not to revise basically. That was having already relearned how to play the guitar in the 2 weeks before that, because I really just didn't want to revise. So I sat there for a bit, and I decided to blow the dust off the old .minecraft folder, and I launched up the game and played it for a bit. Nothing special, just messed around a little, and over the course of about a week I fell back in love with the game. I think for me, it was always an escape from the real world, where I was able to just let my brain loose, give it some creative slack, if you will, and just let it chill and do whatever it wanted. You know, get that stress out onto a creative hors d'oeuvre platter, you know? And then after that, you know, I figured, why not check out my old YouTube channel, you know? Well, this channel, sorry. Old YouTube channel, this channel, just to see what's up, and I looked it up, and boom, in 2 years of no content, the channel has gained almost 100 subscribers, and my views, especially on the modern house time-lapse, were absolutely through the roof. I think that's on 12,000 views right now, which is absolutely ridiculous for a tiny channel with, you know, 550 odd subscribers, you know? So that absolutely blew my mind, and that brings me on to the third question, which is, on everyone's mind probably, and that is, I would guess, why now? Why did you decide now to give another good old college try to the YouTube paradigm? And the answer to that is, again, quite simple. Why not? You know? I thought to myself a bit about it, and there's nothing wrong with giving YouTube another go. I don't have any reasons not to, you know? I figured the worst case scenario, I lose subs, it doesn't work out. Best case scenario, I gain subs and views and general popularity. I could potentially start earning a little cheddar cheese for all my efforts, and I could use that cheese in some way. Cheese meaning money, of course. I could use it perhaps to fund SNC Mark II, you know, which is something I've been thinking a lot about recently, just as a potential project for myself, because, you know, I've missed the stress, and since college has ended, I don't have anything to stress about anymore, so, you know, I need that little something just to take my mind, you know, give my mind something to focus on, you know? And I hope by doing the best job I can, seeing where this takes us, us being the Spud Nation, if you will, if you remember that. If there's any new viewers actually watching this, you probably won't. Any old viewers, you might. I think I've referred to the bank of people who follow my channel as Spud Nation a few times. I'm not sure. I don't really remember. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I've forgotten what I was saying. But that's a good start. Or, well, a good start to this video, also a good end to this video, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm gonna call it off there before I start burbling on too much. So yeah, that's about it on my part. That's where I've been for the last 2 years, my plans, and, you know, just sort of general so now I will leave you with the rest of the time lapse of this beautiful mansion that I hand sculpted with my own fingers clicking away on the mouse. Yeah, so I'll leave you to the rest of the time lapse now. I will hit the play button on some chilled music and hopefully see you in the next video. So, goodbye for now.